sat down at one of her tables, told her she was pretty, offered a ride home. Trait says she was absolutely starstruck, and at the time she didn't see any red flags. So when he asked her to get in his car, she did with her Rolls Royce. They went on to the beach, and that is where Trait says Cosby opened a briefcase full of pills.
All he said was, "Why don't you take a couple of these to help you relax?" He kept, what? Help me relax for what?
Did you end up taking any of the pills?
No.
Okay, so then what happened?
He started grabbing at my chest, and starting to try to fondle me, and then he started to push himself on top of me, like against the seat and against the door, as he was groping me. I don't remember the conversation, but I do know that that's when I panicked. I opened the door behind me and ran out of his car and ran down the beach. And I had on a long hippie peasant skirt. That's what we wore back then. And I was running, towards the, towards the shoreline. My foot must have hit the bottom of my skirt because I fell, and it tore up my skirt probably to the knee, and I partially fell in the water, so I was wet. He was coming after me, trying to calm me down because I was making such a scene. I was crying. I was in a panic. I was crying, and he said, "I'll take you home. I'll take you home." At that point, I was not raped, but I was groped and terrorized.
That is the latest voice to come forward here, sitting down with Allison Camerata, and now this is what Bill Cosby's attorney has to say. Let me quote them precisely. Mrs. Trait's long criminal record for numerous offenses, including charges of criminal fraud, possession of oxycodone, cocaine possession, marijuana possession, possession of drug paraphernalia, speaks for itself. As the old saying goes, consider the source. That's from the attorney. Now, Linda Traitz admits, yes, she has had drug problems. She says that started long after her encounter with Bill Cosby. She is specific in saying she was not raped and that she never went after Bill Cosby for this alleged groping incident. Mark Ebner